Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. Let me quickly change to the in-game mode. Right, so today I'll show you a quick preview on top of the teaser video that I released earlier. Hopefully you had a chance to watch it because there was a skill description. However, I'll go over the skills quite quickly because there's a few things that I need to highlight. Because that unit looks very strong, although it is an now SSR unit. But there are a few issues with it, which I believe will not make it competitive in a top tier level. Right, so first of all, if we go to the Awakening, obviously caster and offensive, both of these forms are missing HP damage cap. This is big. This is actually huge. Okay, both of them are really squishy. However, they provide quite good buffs to Inferno units when they are on the battlefield, as well as they deal quite a lot of damage. But they are very glass cannon. I am actually really happy with the Cinder, which is an offensive version as it deals a lot of damage. But it's a hit or miss depending on where you put it in your formation. He has some mitigation through shields and lifesteal. However, there is no damage cap, and most of his damage comes from this skill, Angry Flames of Eternal Punishment, where he deals damage equal to 50% of attack plus hatred. Okay, so that is quite cool. Also, good debuff from Solar Reap. Steals 20% attack speed and tenacity from a target unit, and it lasts whole battle. Increases with Star Awakening, so quite cool. Also, the design is amazing, and while Cinder is on the battlefield, decreases unit damage reduction of all enemy melee units and unit damage of all range caster units by 15%. That is quite good. Um, so, yeah. Okay, let's just quickly jump into the game. Okay, here we are. There are a few things I can't spoil, guys, so I'll try to avoid main menu. Okay. So yeah, I hope I won't spoil, but if I spoil that, that's okay. Right. So I'm pretty sure you noticed I've been playing against the Cove on my video, and the result is really good. I'll show you one fight. I'm actually using +5 Path of Assassin emblems on the Cinder, and I'm using +5 of Path of Assassin on the Blaze as well. Let's just run one fight quickly to show you the power of it. And also the issues. I don't remember which seed this is going to be, but as you can see again, I still have this loading screen that takes 10-15 seconds between each fight, and this is really demoralizing when I do 100 fights before the stream. How many stars does it cost to 6-star second awaken? I don't remember, Adrian. I don't think it's that much, but while it's a good unit, I will not recommend getting it. The reason why I would not is because it got released quite late, and we will get Hell Baron. Hell Baron will replace that unit. Okay, there is no spot in that team unless you're willing to remove Kotos. If you remove Kotos, and I'm actually using Kotos to buff Abyss Lord and Ifriti survival here. Okay, as you can see, he got demolished quite early, got resurrected, and now he's dealing damage. Another issue with melee Ifriti is it will eventually go Naga, and by go Naga I mean it will move behind the tanks and get demolished. Okay, so this is one of the fights, and now I'll switch lines, and I'm hoping the result will be different because I run it into the crate line. Okay, Ragnar Archer crate line, something you want to avoid. As you can see, barely any damage because it goes down so easily. Now let's switch the lines. And also, this is the reason why I use phone in that formation for extra immunity. You need to keep it alive for it to deal damage. And if there's a lot of AoE melee damage in an enemy team, it will have hard time surviving because there is no HP cap. And I believe this unit might be very good in PvE, but PvP wise, I mean at least Dragon League PvP wise, it will be hard. Okay, so let's see. I switched the lines. Now I'm into a weaker tank as well, because I am playing into Emerald Dragon in our version, I believe. As you can see, it's quite a lot of damage coming for uh, both the tank and the Bone Dragon. Now Kotos will deal with the backline, and here again we got going into the backline. So in front, behind the enemy tanks. And the damage is there, okay? As you can see, the enemy team is just getting demolished. And while Fallen Angel is getting most of the kills, you'll see the damage charts. There you go. Okay, and this is a good damage from SR unit. I will survive with Zeron for some lower spenders. I don't think so, Miroslav. I don't think you will be able to keep Efreeti alive without Kotos and without Phone. Let me guess, Ifriti will have the same fate as Serpent Fly, Rock, and Storm Elementor. I won't see any PvP play with Second Awakening. Well, definitely not in the top tier teams, because most of the top tier teams will not go for that. There are better options, right? So let's see this fight, and let me put something else, okay? Before I move into another team, let's replace Ifriti with something else that's been recently changed, I would say. Let's play it with Typhon. Dwarven Treasury only requires a strong Archdevil. You don't need to do anything else beside actually playing it and utilizing all the guidance. But the only thing you need is Archdevil. You don't need anything else. This is the only unit that will help you with getting the highest possible results in the Dwarven Treasury, in my opinion. It might help you with Dragon Invasion and stuff like guild bosses if you can't max them out yet. But other than that, I don't find a big use of the Ifriti. Okay, I really like the unit, don't get me wrong, it's that damage is so good, but I don't think it is something that Inferno needs. Okay, and although we'll see. Okay, I'm just gonna run this with Typhon and switch the line again. But definitely, from what I can see now, the buffs that Ifriti provides for just being on the battlefield are quite good. But with the Typhon, we killed the backline easily. I mean, the enemy backline is dead, but the tanks are alive. And this is another thing that Ifriti does well. This damage is going into the enemy tanks. So look at this, okay? There's no Ifriti, and I don't think we'll be able to kill these tanks with Typhon, okay? So that is a huge difference. Also, Abyss Lord was down for the most of the time, but yeah, although Typhon damage is quite huge, Abyss Lord died, and I was not able to kill the tanks. So again, yeah, this is why I like the new Ifrit, but it's not going to be that strong in top tier meta. Okay, now let's try the Blaze. Okay, this is our standard Ifrit, and it has again Path of Assassin plus 4 emblems. Let's see how impactful this is. Oh, Ifriti is one of my favorite units in Heroes of Might and Magic. I just loved that fire shield, and when you were playing like XXL maps with your friend, and he actually by mistake attacked them in a melee combat, they were just obliterating the enemy team. That was such a good bait, basically. And this is a sad of the design the era of chaos had. Most of these cool units, they've been put as SR units because of the how, because of they were released so early, but some of them might have become might be actually better ultra rare units than some of the new ones that we got. Gorax, can you use Phoenix instead of Fiona just to see if he survives? Yes, no worries, I can do that as well. I know I've been asked to do it, so I can do it. Okay, let's just speed it up, because as I said, auction starts soon, and I want to grab some things. Hi Mateusz, welcome to the stream. Will this unit be good for maximum? Oh, okay, I read that question already. Okay, so yeah, while Blaze is good, look at that damage. Okay, he's dead 27 seconds, basically half of the fight, and 1/3 of the fight, and there we go, almost same damage as Fallen Angel. So let's see if I actually change it to Phoenix, how that is going to play out, and then I'll put the melee version as well. That is against Kov, obviously. Kov is quite strong, still quite strong, but it doesn't have Kraken released yet, which we know will be the next ultra rare. So this fight will definitely, the outcome of this fight will definitely change. I've tried it against Darmeth. There's no chance for Fiona, or basically Inferno, to win against Tower, and this is why I'm not gonna run it on this stream. But I'll change to Alamar as well to show you guys, because while I can win some fights, most of them are really not consistent. Okay, I can grab 1 out of 5 wins basically. Again, okay, so I'm showing you a weak faction, which is Inferno, and it's able to draw against Cove. Ooh, that is surprisingly good damage on the Regnancia. But yeah, Blaze die quite easily. Okay, so that's the issue, and this is the issue with that unit right now. There's no HP cap. If it gets burst down, it just dies. There it is. So again, this time around with Phoenix, and I believe I've been asked actually to that. I've been asked quite a few things, but this weekend was busy so far, and it's going to be busy tomorrow, so I won't be able to do that. Falling caught us in the back. Chris Phoenix better than Phoenix. Okay, so yeah, I've been asked to do that with Phoenix as well, so that will kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and then we'll move to another team. But yeah, I believe for Inferno players that actually, I don't know how to say it, like if you have Star Souls that spare to spend, why not? But if you are thinking for a long term, I would not get it. Don't get me wrong, I will not get it, because we know that we'll need Star Souls for ultra rare units awakening as well, so it's better to save them. Okay, but as you can see with Phoenix, I'm not able to kill, to finish off the fight. The tanks actually stay alive. Without Phoenix, I'm able to do it, but again, look at the Cinder's damage. So he survived, no problem. Now I'm gonna switch the line again, because we know the problem with the survival was when I switched the line and put it into crate, Rayman crate line. Yeah. So basically, because of that 15-second loading screen, I gave up on testing turrets and stuff because it's just so annoying. I think Sol is doing the test for the turret now, so he'll release maybe a summary or something of his findings soon. But I stopped doing that. It just takes so much time. Okay, as you can see, eventually, eventually he moves behind the enemy tank and just dies, just like Naga. Oh, sorry. Sol is testing adjutants. That's yeah. I confused that. Sorry. Yeah, and that is the issue because then he just dies. So as you can see, if you can't keep him alive, it's not going to be a good thing for you. Glass cannon, as I said, okay, but let's move to Alamar, okay, and I'm going to play a little bit weaker Alamar. Not, I'm not gonna play one tank Alamar in that situation because let's just keep it simple. Because that's all. That was also quite interesting. Alamar is obviously the unit I'm trying to defeat. Well, a unit, a hero that I'm trying to defeat. Usually I test it against hold on, which formation I want to play. Usually I test it against, yeah, let's play this. Darmeth by changed. Alamar is the guy to beat right now. And I'm pretty sure this is the formation that I tested against. So it's a very, very basic Alamar formation. Nothing fancy here, still running 2 tanks. Okay, let's try this and then I'll switch the lanes as well. I also been told to try the Hydra from the crossover to see if it boosts. Because obviously he's an offensive unit, to try that, but if I take out Kotos, I'm losing I'm losing the buffs for offensive units as well. There's no much I can actually change here. But yeah, this is something interesting, and as I said, I had a win, but it wasn't very, it wasn't happening very often, as you can see here. And obviously, I'm not sure if I mentioned that before the stream, I usually reset all my seats by increasing the power of the Akent a little bit. So yeah, as we can see, Cinder died, okay, just demolished, because there is no HP cap, okay, and a unit without HP cap right now is just getting deleted. There you go. 18 seconds. Obviously, still our glory. The strongest second awakening that got nerfed and is still amazing. It's pretty much nothing you can do against that, okay? And as an offensive unit without HP cap, you are in terrible spot. We know that offensive units are already in a terrible spot, but if you don't have HP cap, you are getting deleted against teams like Alamar. And actually, I have a wrong tanks. I should switch the tanks. I'm actually playing the wrong Alamar. Yeah, none of you actually noticed that. Yeah, I should actually swap the positions here. I mean, swap the tanks spots. So let's do that. That's going to give us another seed. Okay, so here again, 31 seconds. Okay, this is something you can't have at the top tier PvP. Okay, let's run it again. Yeah, Tal, sadly, this is a, I believe Fortress Fortress is strong because it can beat most factions, but from my recent test, everyone is getting something new, and I can beat Fortress with, you could see it, I could beat Fortress with Conflicts. Because it's not a challenge anymore. Yeah, as you can see again, the first to die, and that is terrible. So I think I got like one win, which I recorded out of like 20 fights. But yeah, there's nothing you can do against a lot of AoE damage. And I'm gonna show you the Darmeth fight as well, because there is no way a team like that, a team that is very squishy, because Inferno is really squishy team, they can't do anything against a team that has burst, because the Ifriti just died. So teams like Cove, teams like Rampart, he's doing a lot of damage, but everything else is just killing him. Where is it? Okay, let's play. Dungeon, Cove, Fortress, and Tower, they can all target the backline and kill units without HP cap. That is true. I'm afraid Fortress will never be as strong as it was when Tiger was released. Well, obviously, I'm not sure how the Chinese Fortress is, because it's been changed a lot. And see here again, he's going behind the tank and he will die. But you could see the damage potential, okay? The front line of the Darmith was really, really low. There is just this survival that's missing on this Infernal team, because there is a lot of burst potential. But there is nothing this team can do. I've tried so many different scenarios, and while I was really close, sometimes I even killed the Angel, but there is just so much sustain on the Darmith team. Yeah, and the thing, Tal, is, as you said, offensive units are problematic. The third wave of champions would include mostly offensive and defensive units. So I'm not really excited about the third wave of champions. Truth to be told, I only need three units that I'm going to pick, and that will be, well, I might even consider two. I will pick up Cave Hydra, because I'm almost finished with my dungeon team. The only thing I need is £50 for the Alamar, and then my dungeon team is finished. Oh, that's actually quite interesting, Seed. Got Seraph and Paladin down. And as you can see, Cinder survived a little bit longer than usual, and look at the damage. Okay, if developers actually consider giving him HP lock, that unit might be useful. Okay, so that's the issue with it. If it had HP lock, I would find this unit very useful in PvP, because it deals a lot of damage, but without HP lock, oh well, there's nothing we can do. Okay, Tal, since I got you on the stream, let's try Fortress. I believe I didn't test against Fortress. Okay, but yeah, let's do that. So again, as always, I'm really bad at creating a Fortress team. I always do like a basic one, and then I'm stuck. I don't know anything about the positioning of the Fortress team units, because no one on my server plays it. Well, actually one guy does, but he plays like a weird formation. So yeah, Paladin will play Judy, because I got the banner. Instead of phone, we'll play Priest. And what else do you want? Oh, actually, that's it. Sorry. And I was actually supposed to play Rampart next, but that can be it. Okay. Let's try it. I didn't play Quads next to Judy. I'll switch that as well. No worries. A weaker version of Iron Golem for tower due to lack of HP lock. Well, I wouldn't say it's a weaker version. Find it a very strong unit. Just missing HP lock. Look again. First one to die. So I guess in that scenario, the Inferno team will probably lose. Oh, the fight will draw out because we got Kotos, we got Devil, and we got a Venom Spawn with a banner. So very, very strong front line. As you can see, although it lived 55 seconds, look at the damage done. Because it deals a lot of AoE damage, and obviously we have all these clones and minions here. So all from the White Tiger domain. So yeah. Okay, but as you said, let's switch the places here, right? That will give us another seed. But I should actually switch the place of the Ifrit to see if he can survive in a different lane. Because if he does, the fight outcome is totally different, okay? And this is why this is such a hit and miss unit. And while it costs only 6 stars, for those of you who consider getting it, you should also think of what you plan to do long term. Because if you have Corn +5, that 6 stars might not be a problem. But if you don't have Corn +5, you might have problems getting all the stars for your ultra rare units later on. But yeah, again, we can see it died quite easily. Maybe it's because it's in Rashka and stuff. So let's split that line. Let's move it around and see if we can actually win. But this is the problem I believe Fortress has right now. There is no damage into the tanks. Quetzal is amazing at killing the backline, but frontline not so much. Yeah, as you can see, he's alive, and the outcome of the fight is totally different. Oh, so close. Look at that damage. That damage is huge, truth to be told. Okay, so Fortress can steal. Win. But let's try this. Okay, let's try Typhon instead of that to see the difference. Okay, Typhon is not great. It's been changed. I haven't had time to test it yet, but I just want to see the impact of the Ifriti, okay? Because if I can't scratch this Fortress team with Typhon, who is ultra rare, then yeah. Yeah, I can do that as well, Vlaslav. But well, very similar. Well, we won. Now, okay, let's do that. Okay, since it's a very close fight, what I want to do this time around is actually maybe skip Kotos. This will definitely reduce my chance of keeping Efreeti alive, but I'll use Hydra, which boosts the damage of the offensive units. So maybe he will die earlier, but he will be able to take down more enemies before he does it. Something like a suicide. Like we used to have suicide Kilgore back in the days. But then again, Hydra has a similar issue with survival. Yeah. Both of these units can dish out a lot of damage, but also really, really squishy. Now I'm gonna switch to Phoenix, since I'm using Hydra, and Phoenix is actually quite good with Hydra. Let's see if we can win. And after that, I will run against Rampart, and that will be it, guys. Okay, I don't want to keep you too long because obviously it's a SSI unit. Um, I think Sol, yeah, Sol did release a video about what's happening next week, so I don't need to cover that as well. And obviously, we're gonna have an event that we are not happy about as content creators and everyone, because the rewards are getting smaller and smaller while they should be getting bigger and bigger. Because there is so many diamond things in the game currently. Nope, not with the Hydra. Okay, so at least there we go. Fortress can still win against that team, but obviously I can. Oh no. Yeah, and this is another problem, and the reason why I didn't do a lot of testing for Ifriti is because the test server keeps dying. Okay, this is happening constantly, and actually it become a meme that whenever I'm doing something on a test server dies. So as you could see, that was kind of a proof. When I'm upgrading talents, the test server dies. When I'm doing tests for the turret, the test server dies. And when I'm doing a stream, it dies. And as you, if you followed my last 3 4 streams, this happened. This happened during the stream, and I'm really annoyed. And this is why I also started doing these videos on Saturday, because if I can't stream, at least you will have a chance to see what's happening. And even if test server is down, I will still stream and I'll still give you the diamonds. Okay, so let's do just that. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time pressing the button. Um, so yeah, let's do a quick question. Okay, I need to actually log into the game on a different account. Okay, give me 2 minutes, guys. The question will be about the Ifriti. It will not be about the second awakening, okay? Because obviously, uh, which Dungeons and Dragon game, Tal? I'm actually more excited about Diablo 4 being released. I actually purchased a new PC that should be arriving at around 12 May. My girlfriend is really happy about that, by the way, guys. She's she was so happy. Oh, the one, yeah, it's going to be quite good. Truth to be told, if you have not seen the dragon hair Silent Gods, um, it is going to be a big game. Okay, it will be PC, it will be mobile, and so far the developers are quite good. There's going to be a new beta test on the 21st of May, so make sure you participate. Depending on how hooked I get on Diablo, I might actually not be playing that game too much. But yeah, that is my that they actually gonna start the shipment of the PC on the 9th. So I hope it will arrive within 3 days so I can get it on the beta, because I've been playing on my PC and I had it installed on my HDD drive because my PC is like 8 years old, and it was making so many noises that I was afraid it's going to just explode. So yeah, so sadly I'm going to skip on these diamonds and I'm getting that PC because I'm really fed up with mobile games. I mean, it's just draining, it's just a money pit, it's just a money sinkhole basically. And there's no much good quality games, but Dragon Hair's Silent Goats will be a good game, at least from what I saw so far, and it's quite cool. Okay, guys, let's clean the chat. I hope you can see the chat in the bottom. Oh, actually, you can't. Hold on, let me do this. There you go. Okay, you should be able to see the chat in the bottom right corner, and this is the chat I also see. Let's just see. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so you'll be able to see who wins, because I've been getting PMs that people were saying they were ahead of someone else, but obviously on my chat it's different. Okay, so the question, I'm gonna count to 5 and I'm gonna read the question because that I've been asked to do that as well. The count time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the ultimate skill of Ifriti? Okay, very easy question because obviously I don't want to make it too hard. I used to make hard questions um, when I was able to give you covenant scrolls, and this is another thing. I lost that. I remember I was able to give you a covenant scrolls when a new unit's been released. One, two, three, four, and the last one. Soul Adrian and Andy thing. That's the 5. So yeah, sadly I can't give you that scroll anymore, which I'm really bummed about because it was a good initiative, but it was done by Sylvia, I believe, before Shelby and Talon took over, and there was miscommunication on their end, and yeah, that's what happened. Right. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching my stream tonight. There's there's an exciting stream next week. And this is why I didn't want to spoil anything. I was avoiding main screen, but next week's stream will be interesting. I'll also create video just in case. Okay, but it also depends on how much time I got, because usually the new thing is on Thursday. Um, New thing is on Thursday, and I still work Thursday, Friday, so I have a little time really to do anything. But yeah, thank you for watching. As always, stay safe. Bye.